Hey everybody, it is me, and I think this is vlog. Let me check my channel. Nose is itching because my allergies are kicking up again. Vlog number 7. So this is vlog number 7. Okay, so let's see where are we gonna start it. First of all, YouTube, could you please fix it so that when people delete vlogs, they are removed from my subscription list, these deleted videos. It's very annoying to have, sorry this was removed by the subscriber thing, and then the stupid thing is still on my list. I can't watch it, so remove it from my list to start with. I shouldn't have to click on it, or no, I shouldn't have to unsubscribe from someone, refresh the page, and then resubscribe to that person to get that deleted video off my watch list. That's just stupid. So YouTube, please fix that. I've already sent 2 bug reports today because I'm so annoyed. Maybe other people should send them too, and they'll actually do something about it in a timely fashion. We see how long it took them to fix that upload issue we were having a couple weeks ago. So that's one thing today that teed me off. Another thing today was this. I don't know who the person was. I don't know if they were somebody from when I was in school or somebody from here or what. I don't know, cause the name was not clicking nothing with me. So stop harassing me, little boy, stalker. What you want? So she crying. Putting babysitting today. Did your daddy buy bread? June. My son's name is John Thomas. He has many nicknames, including Junior, and he's not a junior. Did your daddy buy bread? Banana sandwich. With Miracle Whip, please. Thank you. And so he has that. He has several nicknames. His nicknames: Booty, Boy, Junior, Junebug, Mama's Baby. And he is Mama's Baby. Juicy Booty, stuff like that. He baby names. John Thomas, little John T. Stuff like that. You know, cause he's named after my dad. So, okay. So where was I? Yeah, YouTube, please fix that. Okay, tired of asking you to fix it. Alright, so yeah, so anyway, this person posted a picture. If I can find it, I'll add it. If I can't find it, then, you know, let me see. But this person posted a picture. Maybe they were in one of the clubs. I don't remember. I think they were. I'm surprised I didn't get kicked out of the club then. Let me see if I can find it. If I can find it, I'll show it to y'all. Person might have taken it down. But I really like Beth in Texas's comment about it, because I thought her comment was awesome about it. So yeah, I think the person took it down. But anyway, it was on the left side was a picture of on the left side was a representation of Satan. On the right side was a representation of Jesus. Satan was spelled S-A-N-T-A-N with a capital S. Jesus was spelled lowercase J-E-S-U-S. Okay. So being a smart ass and pessimist and instigator that I am, I said, maybe whoever came up with this picture should have spelled Satan correctly and capitalized Jesus' name, and maybe people would care, you know. And so apparently this person is upset the person, and they came back in all caps about, why they reposted the image. But then Beth in Texas, she had a real nice response about how it's why people don't take Christians seriously, and gives other people the opportunity to mock Jesus and stuff like that. And that if you're not gonna make sure, I wish I could find her response. If you're not gonna, do it right, then don't do it, or something like that. Yeah, I wish I could find it. Because her comment, I really liked her comment about it. I'll probably find it after I'm about done with this daggone video. But I'm sorry to hear that Bruno isn't doing well, I'm real sorry to hear that. And that he has to have surgery. So I hope he is feeling better soon. And I hope he doesn't let it get him depressed. Because you look at it in the positive light, that this is going to help you, to help him and everything. So I'm hoping that the surgery helps him through everything. If I was at work, because I was using the computer at work when I saw it, so I could probably find it easier if I was at work. Yeah, I can't find it now. But anyway, if you go to if you go to, I think it's Exodus. In Exodus, I think that's where it's, I'm not sure what chapter it is. Maybe it's Exodus 20 or something. Verse 4 through 6. I think it was Exodus. But anyway, looking at Exodus, just do a search in King James Bible or some Bible and look up Exodus. If you can find it in the Codex, that'd be even better. But look it up about having, images and statues and things in his image and stuff, even in the image of the devil. I don't think you're supposed to have any kind of representation of them, because it leads to idol worship. And he's a jealous God. And all this, it's basically kind of what it's saying. So if you know the exact place where it's at, read it and you see where I'm coming from. So for me personally, I don't even think that, people should be having representations of him down on the cross. Yeah, how it's him, and was it one of the Romans that were being crucified? Well, one of the thieves and stuff is on the cross. How you gonna say that was General Jesus? You're not supposed to have any kind of statues or idols in God's image, and Jesus is God's son, so I think that applies to him as well. That's just me. So, and then, my favorite quote is by Gandhi. I like your Christ. I do not like your Christians, for they are nothing like your Christ, or they are so unlike your Christ. It's not an exact quote of what he said, but it's the gist of it. If you want to read the exact quote, then go look up Gandhi quotes and just search Google, I like your Christ. Believe me, it'll pop up and you can read the exact quote. Let me see. Here it is. I like your Christ. I do not like your Christians. Your Christians are so unlike your Christ. And then there was more stuff he was talking about, but that was the quote that stuck with me. You can interpret it as you will, but if you look at anything in the news in this day and age, and you read that quote, you will see it is the truth in the word, because you got all these people spouting all this rhetoric, and it's nothing that Christ would have said or done. You can't find nothing some of these people are teaching and preaching in any of the versions of the Bible or the Codex. So that tells me right there that a lot of people have gotten away from the traditional, true to the printed word or whatever Bible or whatever they're reading out of. They've gotten away from it, and they are basically living off of man now. And we all know that men don't make mistakes, do they? Men don't lie. Men don't cheat. Men don't steal. Men don't commit adultery. Okay, you understand. I'm being facetious, you know. I'm being belligerent right now. But you understand what I'm saying. So that's my problem. People are losing the abilities to think and rationalize for themselves. They are trusting the words coming out of a human being's mouth all the time, 24/7, 365, to the point that they have churned some of these preachers into idols. They worship these preachers. Pastor so-and-so, pastor. I love my pastor. You can hear somebody sitting there going on and on and on about their pastor. Not one time do they mention Jesus or God. I rest my case. And all of y'all know somebody like that. And that's what is truly funny about it, is everybody knows somebody like that. Okay? So people need to start thinking for themselves, and not in a negative way, in a positive way, and reading for themselves and learning for themselves. So they know when they are being misled and lied to or misguided and misdirected. You don't have to sit there and take a man's word 100%. Okay? Not when you have been given the ability to read, write, and learn, and question, and research on your own. Okay? That's just how I feel about that. Every day I try to learn something new, something different. I love research. I love to read. So every day I'm trying to follow some link or read some book or encyclopedia, learn something new about an animal that's extinct, an animal that has been found to not be extinct. I love going on to National Geographic and seeing, what new species they found. Things like, I love stuff like that because I love learning. So there's nothing wrong with it. Thank you, baby. This is a banana sandwich. I highly recommend them. Miracle Whip, 2 slices of bread, and some nanner. I don't do peanut butter on my bananas, so don't even say anything about that, because that's just gross. Okay? Peanut butters and bananas were not meant to mix together in my household. What you do in yours is your business. Thank you, baby. What you want? I know you want something. You still standing there. Stalker. My son's a stalker. I know you still in there stalking me. So that's just how I feel about that. I believe in women being empowered. I believe in women having the ability to guide their own ship, so to speak. There's lots of things I believe that women should be able to do, but then I think also some things I think that women should not be doing. Well, I'm not going to get into that because that'll ruffle a lot of feathers. I was craving sweet stuff today and salty stuff today. And I had a little bit of each. So when I got home, I was not feeling too well. I've taken my medication since then. I took my allergy medicine. And I'm probably going to, after I eat this and drink a bunch of water, I'm probably going to be laying down for a little while. I have weak moments too. I've been very good since I was diagnosed with diabetes, of denying myself. But today, I had to be bad. I didn't have to be bad, but the cravings were so strong. It was like either I go ahead and eat something sweet and eat something salty, or I'm gonna binge on it, and I'm probably gonna end up in the hospital. So I went ahead and ate something sweet. My husband got some ice cream. We went to Dairy Queen at lunch, and he got some ice cream and he shared it with me. So that was my something sweet and something salty. It really wasn't even that salty. It was more carby than salty, but it's the only chips that I eat are the Pringles Originals. So I got some of those, and I ate some of those at work. So I got rid of my craving. But I'm suffering from it now because my sugar levels are slightly elevated. They're in the 170s right now. And I'm hungry and I'm thirsty. So I've been drinking water and I'm getting ready to eat. And then I'll drink a bunch more water to try to help flush this stuff out of my system. And then after I eat this sandwich, I'll take my other metformin, and that'll probably help finish getting my sugar levels back into an acceptable level. So, but I'm on top of the situation. It's not like I'm ignoring it, and I'm pretending it didn't happen, it don't exist. I know what it did, and I know why I did it, and I've accepted the consequences, and now I'm doing what I'm supposed to do to get my sugar levels back under control. Now, when I get up in the morning, and if my sugar levels are 170 or above, then I'll call my doctor and find out what she wants me to do. And we'll go from there. More likely, she'll just tell me, keep drinking a lot of water, keep your potassium levels up, keep your electrolytes, up, and just drink a bunch of water, and, just go veggie for a couple of, like, for a day. Just eat celery and broccoli and vegetables, and see what happens, and then go back to eating normally, and watching my carbs and stuff like that. So yeah, I got myself in this situation, but I know how to get myself out of it, and you don't ignore it. You do something about it. That includes consulting your physician. So nothing I can do about it. I mean, I probably shouldn't have the bread with bananas, but we don't have any more of the wheat bread. So I got to eat something, and that's what I feel like eating. And I need to eat banana because I need to keep my potassium up. Because I don't have any spinach or collards, fresh spinach or collards in the house right now. So I don't want to get the canned stuff because it got too much salt in it. So this is right now for me to eat this and then take a break, take a rest. So yeah. So yeah, that's the things that I wanted to discuss today. Just ladies, women, use that fine mind that God gave you. Okay? God, the great spirit, the universal energy, whatever you believe in, use your brain. As my mom used to tell me, use your brain for something, or your head for something other than a hat rack. Think for yourself. Learn. Don't let a day go by that you don't learn something new. You can do for yourself. You don't always need a man there pushing you, poking on you, and prodding you for you to get something done. You can do for yourself. Okay? It's nice to be in a relationship, a healthy relationship, with a helpmate, a partner. It's not a relationship if it's just relations and ships that pass through the night. That's not a relationship. That's just mutual sexual needs been taken care of, and there's nothing healthy there about that as far as a relationship, partnership, helpmate. You're actually 50-50, doing everything you can to, one, stay together as a couple, two, have things as a couple, and three, if you have children, take care of those children together as a couple. That is a real relationship. And it's not about degrading, bringing down, or cowing down, beating down the other person. One of the things that my father told me is that a man ain't a man. He said, other than your daddy, while you young, a man ain't got no business putting his hands on you to correct you for anything after you get grown. He ain't got no business putting his hands on you. And so that's when me and my husband was started dating. First date, I let my husband know, if you ever lift up your hands to strike me, I'm going to kill you. Or you're going to draw back a nub. But there's something going to happen. One of us is going to the hospital. My daddy ain't raised me to let no man put his hands on me in a violent way. Now, at the time, I was a single parent. I had 2 young girls. And I let him know, if you ever look crossways at one of my daughters in a way that is not the way of father looking at his child, I will kill you. I will go to jail. I have no problems doing it. You ain't gonna put your hands on my children in that way. And my grandma always told me, you start out like you can hold out. Who is it?
What? He's hiding in here instead of washing the dishes.
Junior, go wash the dishes.
I've been calling you, and I know you.
He just came up. He just made me a sandwich.
I know. He made a sandwich a while ago.
Junior, go wash the dishes. See, that's what I have to deal with. My bad kids. BAD. From the How old are you now, Puddin'?
Oh.
She was born in 19... She's 22. Alright, she'll be 23 in May. I got 4 of them. I get tired trying to remember how old they are. So, but getting back to the subject on hand before she started spelling out, cause the child, my baby, helped wash the dishes, which is his chore this week. You start out like you can hold out, is what my grandma always told me. And so I've always told the love interest in my life, and it didn't work out with the first 2, because the first one decided that once he got what he wanted, he was no longer in love with me. And then once he had left me his little gift, decided he didn't want to be a father, he wasn't in love with me. And then he went out telling all these lies and stuff. I had an abortion, it wasn't his, all this stuff. And so that jaded me pretty quickly. And then the second one decided that he wasn't ready to get married, but he was ready. He wanted to be a father, so he was a good father to both my girls. And but he wasn't ready to be in an exclusive relationship with me. So we went parted our ways. And so I had reached that point where I was like, men suck. I can't stand them. So me and my girls was, having a male bashing party, and that's how I met my husband when they crashed it. And we've been together ever since then. And my second daughter, I think she wasn't a year old yet when we met. And she'll be 20 on her birthday. So that's how long me and my husband have been together. And it's a partnership. So just to give you an example of a partnership, mind you, this man has no children at the time. We were dating and courting. He borrowed my keys to my car. He didn't have a car because he was from Brooklyn. He had his bicycle, and it got him where he needed to go. So I was stressing out. I had to clean the house. I had to watch the dog. I had to cut the grass, all this stuff. And so he borrowed my keys, and he took the kids so I could get some of my chores done. And when he came back, he was bringing in all these groceries into the house, bag after bag after bag. And I'm like, where are my children? He was like, I can't reach them yet. And I'm like, what do you mean you can't reach them yet? I go out to my Jeep, and from the front to the back, there is nothing but bags and bags of groceries. The kids' car seats was packed between with groceries, and that's what he meant that he couldn't get them out yet, because between the door and the car seat was groceries. He had to roll the windows down and reach into the car to get groceries out so they wouldn't fall out the car when he opened the door. Bags and bags of canned goods and diapers, canned milk. And mind you, we are just dating. There's nothing going on, because I had reached that point where he ain't getting none, and this man went out and probably spent his whole paycheck buying food for me and my children. He said we was eating like birds. I guess he figured he was going to fatten us up, but I think he went a little overboard with me. But It amazed me, that generosity of his spirit. And we've been together ever since then. He rarely raises his voice at me or the children. He definitely never lifted his hand up to me. And, you know, and he treats my daughters, they're his daughters. You know, people ask him that those are his daughters. And so that's what I mean when I say a partnership and a helpmate. Okay. So I get emotional, and you're lucky I'm not crying right now, because when I think about that, it's like I fall in love with him all over again. Because, you know, the previous 2 relationships, they never thought of do something that simple. Some people say, well, oh, that was just so simple. It wasn't that it was simple. It was probably quite easy going to a grocery store with 2 kids and buying a bunch of groceries. But how many people think about doing that to someone who ain't even your girlfriend yet, to help them out, you know, the kids and stuff, just so they can have a break? Because, you know, you isolated. It's just you and those kids. You don't have any family or friends up there, you know, that can say, hey, can you watch my kids for a little while, you know, kind of thing, so you can get some stuff done. It was work, daycare, the kids, work, daycare, the kids. That was my life at that time. And so he learned how to cut grass. He learned a lot of things that, you know, he didn't have to learn how to do that stuff to help me out, so that I wouldn't have to be stressed with doing everything on my own all the time. And so my ex's mom told me that everybody needs somebody. She said, you know, you're a tough little cookie. She said, you know how to do all these things, and you don't need a man to do any of those things for you. You can do it yourself. She said, but everybody wants to be needed for something. So everybody needs to feel needed for something. She said, so sometimes you have to be the damsel in distress, even if you know you can do it yourself, so that that man knows that he's wanted, he's needed. So, yeah. All right, I'm just letting y'all know, you know. But ladies, there's a difference between being needed and being needy. Okay? So, a man also needs to know sometimes that you can do some of this stuff on your own. You ain't dependent on him for everything in your life, so that he don't get too cocky thinking that he can have his cake and eat it too. Okay? They know that the same 2 legs he walked in there with, he can walk out with the clothes on his back. If he decides that he wants to have his cake and eat it too. You know what I'm talking about. So, alright then, that's it for today. I'm actually wasn't supposed to have a video this long today, but it's time for me to eat my nano sandwich and go take me a nap.